Hello there everyone, my name is Tom Scrollo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna break down the whole FTX crash in simple layman terms. I'm gonna explain what happened, who is guilty, who did what and why and when, and as I said, in simple layman terms, so even a child will understand what happened and where did all the billions of dollars actually go. And before we do, really want to extend my condolences to those of you who were affected by this terrible crash and this terrible scam and misbehavior by just incompetent people. So yes, let's just jump right into this, because as we can see, the FTT token right now is trading at a 98% discount, and what a beautiful squeeze and then crash down. So actually, this is at this point really easy to understand. So let me explain exactly how it happened. First, we had CZ and Sam Bankman. CZ is the CEO and founder of Binance, when Sam Bankman is the CEO and founder of FTX. So basically, initially, actually, CZ was and Binance was a very big investor into FTX. So they were initially friends. But then with time, they actually started to stand for different philosophies. CZ, the CEO of Binance, he's more for decentralization, so the actual nature of the crypto space and the crypto market itself, when Sam Bankman was more for centralization. That's why he was lobbying Democrats in the United States and, doing all kinds of things behind the back of his initial investor, who was CZ. So, and that's how they started to grow apart, and then one day it all just fell apart. So let's just dig into this. What's important is that, as I said, Binance was actually the investor into FTX, and they decided, so the very first big panic happened when Binance decided to liquidate its entire FTT tokens, because they were holding a lot of FTT tokens, obviously because they invested into FTX and they received a lot of FTT tokens, and because they thought that FTX was insolvent. And guys, by the way, before we continue, if you're looking for an exchange that you can really trust, I personally use BitGet, and with my link down description this video, you'll get all of these bonuses, including an up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses. I've been to their office, I know their team, they're head of everything in BitGet, and I personally have a lot of money with them right now. So in this uncertain time, use my link down below and join BitGet. And also, if you're interested in seeing what kind of trades I'm taking, then join my free Discord channel. There's a link down in the description. We have 17,000 profitable traders. It's free to join, so join us right now as well. As Binance was dumping the token, it was still hovering above very important support of $22 per token. So the bank run didn't happen just yet, and we're getting to the juicy part right now. So basically, the bank run, let's first understand, we're gonna get into exactly what happened here. So bank run is, or run on the bank, it occurs when many clients withdraw their money from a bank because they believe the bank may cease to function in the near future. So an exchange, whatever, it doesn't really matter. So, and this is, when everybody rushes to take the money out. And for the most part, it shouldn't be a problem because, for example, with Binance, as they are advocating for transparency, when somebody, and let me just explain it in simple layman terms. If, for example, Thomas Crowell would start an exchange, or BitGet, the one that I'm using, they have, for example, a million traders. And these million traders brought, for example, I don't know, let's say $1 billion. At any given point, they have to have this collateral, meaning they have to have this money in their reserves in case if somebody comes along, and if everybody comes along and says, please give me my money back. So they should be able to give the money back at once to all of their investors. So, and this is what it has to be like this. For example, all the banks in the world are actually running on partial collateral. So if you're going to go to the major, pretty much any bank in the world, and all the creditors of the bank would suddenly say, give me my money, any bank would fail because they're running on partial collateral. And this is a huge problem. But in the world of regular fiat currencies, we have central banks, we have bailouts and all of this if this kind of stuff, bank run happens. But in crypto, we don't have it. So if there is an issue with collateral, it can just kill a multi-billion-dollar company, just like what happened with FTX. So let's get to this so you understand what bank run means. Let's now talk about why did it get affected? Why did FTX get affected by this? Because it was the third biggest one. And for this, we need to understand that there were two companies, Alameda Research and the FTX itself. So FTX was the actual exchange. while Alameda Research was a main company that was founded initially by Sam Bankman, which was a trading company, which was actually, that's how Sam Bankman made his initial billions of dollars with arbitrage trading many years ago. And as a matter of fact, here is a picture of the CEO of Alameda Research, Carolina, whatever her name was. So what happened was, and what Sam Bankman is going to go to jail for, and the reason behind all of this whole problem, was this guy's greed, Sam Bankman's greed. So what he was doing, basically, he had FTX, so millions of people brought him money, gave him money, and he would take this money against the will of his creditors, people who gave him this money to trade with. Basically, they wanted to trade with this money themselves because they are the ones who are coming to the exchange to trade. But what would Sam Bankman do? He would take money from FTX of all the creditors and he would put it into Alameda Research, into his own trading company. And he would use leverage, and he used the capital of his creditors in the exchange to trade with. So, and you know, when your trading strategies work and everything is great, then you're making money, and you know, you have this hole in the balance, and you can maybe, you know, fill it in and nobody notices. However, when we saw, you know, Binance going out and liquidating so many tokens and saying that, you know what, there is a big problem with FTX, we want nothing to do with it, it created basically a bank run, which I showed you right here, the definition, and the FTX couldn't cope with it. Why? Because of this scheme that they were doing, which basically led them to have an $8 billion hole in their balance sheets. So it was a huge deficit of money, and they wanted, you know, Binance to maybe buy FTX and that's it, you know, give up. But Binance looked at it and they said, guys, we're not going to buy something like this. This is worse than we thought. So that's what Sam Bankman, that's the mistake that he actually made. So this was the whole problem. And furthermore, when Sam Bankman realized, you know, okay, he's screwed, he made this mistake, everything is going down, so he's going from one of the richest men in crypto and in the world in general, he's going to pretty much a convict, because he's probably going to jail, hopefully, because he was not, you know, he wasn't supposed to be doing this money funneling from Alameda Research and FTX and back and forth. And so when they started to realize this, what they did was, there was a hack, you know, like $400, $500, $600 million hack, which was done on both FTX and FTX US, and supposedly it was just a hack. But we all know, most likely, again, this is a conspiracy theory, but most likely they were just removing the remainder of the money for themselves. The same thing as, you know, with the Bahamas. If you were in Bahamas jurisdiction, you had the priority to take your money out. And then we all knew that, you know, Sam Bankman and his team was in the Bahamas. So, and now we're getting to the conspiracy theory itself, which is this right here, that Sam Bankman, since he got fried and just tossed out by CZ, he got just pretty much smashed by CZ. That Sam Bankman's fall cuts off a big source of funds for US Democrats. And we very well know that right now we have midterms, and we are currently pretty much even between Democrats and Republicans. And really, for crypto industry, for what CZ believes in, for the nature of the crypto space itself, we really want the Republicans to win the House as well as the Senate. And in the House, the Republicans are leading, and for the majority, they need 218 votes. And also here, they need 51 votes. So right now, it's like very close when it comes to the Senate. But we want to see both the House and the Senate ruled by Republicans, because again, Cynthia Lummis, this Wyoming crypto bill, it's a huge, great legal framework for crypto, as we crypto maximalists want to see it, basically, for the development of the crypto industry as we know it. While Sam Bankman actually was, and this is what, you know, CZ is for, Sam Bankman, he was lobbying for the blue guys, for the Democrats. So he was lobbying more for centralization and killing crypto, you could say, in a way as we know it and as it was intended to be done. So therefore, right now, with Sam Bankman going under, we actually see a light at the end of the tunnel, guys and girls. And this is me adding from myself, because Sam Bankman, he was definitely a part of the collapse of 3 Arrows Capital, of Terra Luna, of Voyager, Celsius, BlockFi. It could have been, you know, one big, huge conspiracy, and really God knows who is behind all of it and whose puppet is Sam Bankman. Is SEC the puppet of Sam Bankman, or is Sam Bankman the puppet of SEC? We will never know. But at this point, this is how it happened. Is it just pure greed, pure stupidity, or is it something that is much much deeper and much darker, which is just as dark as the truth behind who has built the pyramid, the Great Pyramid of Giza. We will find out with time, and I'll certainly keep you guys updated. So this is how it went down. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Check out this free course on crypto so you'll learn how to trade Bitcoin, etc. Join our free Discord channel so you see all of my trades, and also join BitGet right now, an exchange that you can trust and get all the insane bonuses. And as always, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.